looks like a transport. And I ain't never seen something so round. How round? Round like a planet in orbit. Round like a b-ball. 23 Jordan. Dunking. You got me out driven, revving my pistons. I wonder if she like the stick shift. Count four and make a wish. I wish. What? That shorty keep it lit. Cause if I shoot my shot, I won't miss. No backboard. Gotta sound a light switch.
Go ahead, touchdown like that. 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 Hey, hey, go ahead, touchdown like that. 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 Like
work the middle, 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 work the.
I buy like 23. Won't fall again.
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Two one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
First carry for Leonard Fournette. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
7-yard pickup.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
From the 31, Dobbs. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 27 yards there, a first down. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Here we go.
After the penalty, it's Fournette. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Tackle made by Kenny Vaccaro. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try to throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Dobbs. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
They're moving the ball through the air pretty well on this opening drive, and to me it was evident that they were set on doing exactly that here to get this game started. And their belief and determination is certainly paying off.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Fournette, a first down carry. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. DJ Chark, first-time Pro Bowler, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
And the 11.
From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how he wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is where we find out what he has underneath that jersey, because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
Gain on the play brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Henry. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Tackled at the 29-yard line. That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2, Tannehill. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Hey, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got a turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. Up getting this all the way down to the Jags 17-yard line. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Tannehill. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
First down, Jaguars.
1st and 10. Dobbs. He'll fire one deep for Westbrook. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 39 yards there. A big one. From the 8, they've got it 1st and goal. Now Dobbs. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. We're scoreless after 1. Second and 8 coming up. Now Leonard Fournette. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Leonard Fournette, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Josh Lambo now for the point after. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick.
Josh Lambo, the kickoff for Jacksonville.
And the Titans are going to recover the football. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also, it may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things, and it won't come back and hurt them later.
The ball carrier.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left them no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Titans. A.J. Brown, his second touchdown on the season. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The end result, 21 yards. They'll run with Fournette. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. 8 yards there. First down, Jacksonville. Well, they gave themselves options there on the third down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Dobbs. Flush to his right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Forced out to his left. Now he'll pull it down. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. On 3rd down, Fournette. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15.
He's brought down
a gain of 5. First down, Jacksonville.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 2nd and 9. Dobbs toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, Dobbs. Fourth down now as the Titans defense holds up in coverage. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down.
Josh Lambo on for the field goal. A 30-yard.
And Lambo will put this one through. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Tannehill. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
12 yards there and a first down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
2nd down and 6 now from the 42.
At the 42-yard line.
On the slant, this is Chark.
Yeah,
touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half, give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score Jaguars 17, Titans 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Now it's Adam Humphries on the return. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now under 100 yards of total offense. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Jeff Swain, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. This time they stay on the ground. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Kick off for Jacksonville.
The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. Here's Humphries. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Tannehill. They set up the screen for Henry. A good pickup there on 1st as the screen pass gets him 8.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a first down. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. He's going deep for Brown. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time, but it'll be 2nd down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Back to the air, Tannehill on 2nd down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before, because now...
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
8 yards to go on 2nd down. Again, it's Henry. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Come on. 56 to Mike, boy. 56.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. It was Quincy Williams with a tight coverage there.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted.
Oh, yeah.
Picked off by the linebacker, Miles goes Jack, and they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
And the lead is up to 14.
Makes the score Jaguars 24, Titans 10.
Oh, did the Jags get this? Yes, Jags football. Well, there you go. Just your everyday leading big, and you onside kick it with a lead. They got it. I mean, it worked, but interesting call.
I think because they have such a margin, they feel a little bit bolder about what they're doing. And it's not only just to try and increase their lead, but that's their way of saying we're in full control of this game, and we can kind of do what we want.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Trying to get the run game going. This is Fournette. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 46. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. They'll run it again with Henry. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with 3rd down coming up.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Not ideal there. That delay of game backs him up 5 yards, so now they need 7 yards on 3rd down. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. Now it's Tannehill. Uncorks one for Davis. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Titans. Corey Davis, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans are able to make this a close game again. He's got it, and it's 24-17.
Good. Makes the score Jaguars 24, Titans 17.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he did not want to go down there as he carries tacklers for a solid gain of 9.
It's a gain of 9.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
On the run, it's Fournette. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
On the carry for Jacksonville. Jeffrey Simmons on the stop. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Fournette. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
He was brought down.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Fournette running out of the gun. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That good for 19 and a first down.
First down, Jacksonville.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Fournette on the toss to the right. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 15. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. Offensive line wasn't set. There's the flag, and 5 yards back they go.
Quarterback has to look around and make sure that his team is ready to go. Sometimes the quarterbacks go faster than is necessary.
The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. This is Fournette. 4 yards there on the carry, gets it back to 2nd and 11. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is going to be 3rd. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling ball?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Derrick Henry. And finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2. It's a big run that time by Henry. 44 yards on the ground.
Goal at the 2-yard line.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. The Titans were number 1 in the NFL in red zone touchdown percentage last. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry. His second touchdown on the season. And the Titans have made this a 1-score game. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Malcolm Butler on the
offensively with the lead. You want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this. Where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And a Jaguar first down.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On first down, Downs to throw. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Daquan Jones fighting his way home to get the sack. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. They'll try and run some clock with Fournette. And they regroup defensively after the broken tackle. Leonard getting to him just beyond the 45.
He was tackled.
And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
And it's 3rd down.
Operating from the gun. Dobbs got his man. It's Eifert. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
Jacksonville.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Back to throw Dobbs. To Thompson on the screen. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
Brings up
all defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And he is going to get this close to the first down markers. He's brought down at the Titans' 15-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a first down in field goal range already. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars add on to their lead.
Josh
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your with that.
Well, it's a two-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And they got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, they were a little too excited to get the football, touched it before it went 10 yards.
And that's so difficult, isn't it? Because sometimes you can just take a bad hop and veer into your lane or into your body. In this case, though, they touched it before 10. Illegal touching is the call.
Tackled by the corner, C.J. Henderson.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. They'll keep it on the ground. Henry. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Brought down right.
Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Now Tannehill. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. This is caught. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful.
Jaguars 34. Titans 32.
So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show.
Jacksonville.
We got a plane to catch.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8.
Again, it's Fournette. The ball comes out, and this will go out of bounds, so no recovery, and that is how this one will come to an end. So this will be a win for Jacksonville, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, get the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the...
Kick it and go. Kick it and go.
Out of the draft, watching me ball. Soon as I snap, hit of the pack, walk for the sack, shaking them all, breaking them all, talking my talk, walking my wall like I do. Sit on the throne, get in the zone, turn it on, must be the shoes, must be the team, must be the camp, must be the crew. You need a win, who need a win? That's all we do. I've been a king and I've been about mine, never could doubt mine. They running the route, I leave them outline when I hit.
Irresponsible without your money or not. Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Come like a bat of the hell, I dare you to cross like a reverend. And my energy paralyzed, I'm like I'm finger 11. Take a second, I'm finna send it like a parent a message. You the best, if it ain't me, then you need you a confession. You a mess, you ain't scary to me. Heard you was a leader, but that ain't apparent to me. Put dust on you, a cheater, run up and I'm there in the scene. And I feel just like Vegeta Prince and I'm an heir to the seat. I mean, for real. Touch the driver's soft so I don't even grab the wheel. That's on my chest, but it don't mean the man is stealing. Mean I'm walking with some money, man, I mean a couple mil. Ew, think you need a meal. You ain't even eating while I'm feasting in the field. That's why I'm always cheesing, cause I feel like Uncle Phil. And all those losers think the freshman ain't half the man as well. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Just like the hands on the clock, I go back to back when I'm doing numbers. All the mad that I'm driving the bus, so they threw me under. Heard they mad, they don't wanna bust, so they boo each other. Think that they're the winning team, go losing, then they choose another. And that's okay, cause I'm competing with me, not you. I live with blessings like I can't stop sneezing, not you. I hate to break it, but me and myself top two. I blow away the competition like a bowl of hot soup. And there's no catch, I go and get the bag and I'm not bringing it back. I'm like a down QB, I put the pain in the past. And if you ever had a problem, promise I didn't ask. So it's 444 in the car, my dash. Shake a big, told them all you ain't